Here's the brutal truth. 90% of players are learning skills completely wrong. You spend hours practicing rainbow flicks and around-the-world moves. But here's what nobody tells you. Messi doesn't use those skills. Neither does Mbappe. Neither does Haaland when it actually matters. I analyzed over 500 successful one-on-one situations from the Champions League, and what I discovered will shock you. The skills that actually destroy defenders in real games aren't the flashy Instagram moves. There's 7 simple techniques that look boring, but are absolutely devastating when done correctly. Master these 7 skills, and you'll beat more defenders in your next game than you have in your entire career. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact skills that separate amateur players from professionals. Let's start with the skill that destroys defenders before you even touch the ball, keeping your head up. This sounds simple, but it's the most underrated weapon in football. Here's why this skill is so deadly. When you keep your head down, defenders know exactly what you're thinking. You're focused on the ball, which means you're predictable. But when your head is up, scanning, making eye contact, you become a threat even when you're standing still. Watch Messi or Lamine closely. Before they receive the ball, their heads are constantly moving. They're reading the defender's body language, checking for teammates, looking for space. The defender can see them thinking, and that makes them nervous. But here's the secret most players miss. Head up isn't just about seeing, it's about selling. When you look in one direction, the defender assumes that's where you're going. When you look at a teammate, the defender prepares to close down the passing lane. You're manipulating their thoughts before you even make your move. Training method. Practice receiving the ball while looking at different targets. Start by looking left, then going right. Look at a teammate, then dribble instead of passing. The key is making your eyes lie while your feet tell the truth. Remember, defenders are always trying to read your intentions. When you master head-up technique, you control what they think, and controlling their thoughts is the first step to beating them. Now we get to the skill that has destroyed more defenders than any other move in football history, the body feint. This isn't just about moving your shoulders, it's about selling a complete lie with your entire body. Here's what makes the body feint so devastating. Defenders are trained to read body language. They watch your hips, your shoulders, your eyes, looking for clues about where you're going. The body feint exploits this by making your body lie so convincingly that the defender has no choice but to believe it. But most players do body feints wrong. They just lean one way and go the other. That's not a feint, that's just moving. A real body feint involves your whole body committing to a direction you're not actually going. Watch Lamine's body feints. His entire body moves in one direction. His weight shifts, his shoulders turn, his eyes look where he's going. For a split second, even he looks like he's going that way. Then, in one explosive movement, he goes the opposite direction, leaving the defender frozen. Here's the secret to an unstoppable body feint. The cell has to be bigger than the actual move. If you're going to feint right and go left, your feint right needs to be so convincing that you could actually go right if you wanted to. Half-hearted feints don't work against good defenders. Training method. Stand facing a mirror. Practice your body feint, making it so convincing that even you believe you're going that direction. The movement needs to be sharp, committed, and complete. If your reflection doesn't look fooled, neither will a defender. This is where good players become great players, mastering the change of pace. It's not about being fast, it's about being faster than expected at the exact right moment. Here's the psychology behind change of pace. Defenders get into rhythm with attackers. They match your speed, staying close enough to tackle, but far enough to react. When you suddenly change pace, you break that rhythm, and for a crucial split second, they can't keep up. But here's what most players get wrong about change of pace. They think it's about going from slow to fast. That's only half the equation. The most effective pace changes go from medium to explosive, or even from fast to faster. Watch Mbappe destroy defenders. He doesn't jog around and then sprint. He runs at a defender at 70% speed, lulling them into a false sense of control. Then, just when they think they have him figured out, he explodes to 100% speed. The difference is so dramatic that defenders literally can't react fast enough. Here's the secret to devastating pace changes: the deceleration setup. Before you accelerate, You need to decelerate. Slow down just enough to make the defender relax, then explode in the opposite direction. The contrast makes your acceleration seem superhuman. Training method: set up a 20-yard course with cones. Practice running at different paces, 30%, 50%, 70%, then sudden burst to 100%. The key is making each pace change unpredictable. Now we come to the skill that makes you impossible to dispossess: ball shielding. This isn't just about being strong. It's about using leverage, positioning, and timing to make yourself unmovable. Here's why ball shielding is so effective. Most players think football is about beating defenders with speed or tricks. But sometimes the best way to beat a defender is to not let them get the ball in the first place. When you master ball shielding, you control the tempo of the game. Watch Benzema shield the ball. He doesn't just block the defender. He uses his entire body as a weapon. His back is strong, his arms are wide for balance, his legs are positioned to protect the ball from every angle. The defender can push, pull, and grab, but they can't get the ball. Here's the secret to unstoppable ball shielding: the low center of gravity. Bend your knees, lower your hips, spread your feet wide. The lower you are, the harder you are to move. Your body becomes like a rock that the defender breaks against. Training method: have a teammate apply constant pressure while you shield the ball for 30 seconds. They should push, pull, and try everything to get the ball. Your job is to keep possession no matter what. But here's what separates good ball shielding from great ball shielding: the escape. You can't just shield forever. The moment the defender commits too much to one side, you spin out the other way. Here's the skill that creates space out of nowhere: the fake shot. When executed perfectly, it makes defenders jump out of the way like they've been electrocuted. The fake shot works because of instinct. When defenders see a player winding up to shoot, their natural reaction is to block the shot. They throw their body in the way, commit their balance, raise their arms. For that split second, they're completely vulnerable to deception. But most players do fake shots wrong. They just pull their leg back and then don't shoot. That's not convincing enough to fool experienced defenders. A real fake shot has to look like you're genuinely about to score the goal of your life. Watch Salah's fake shots. His entire body commits to the shooting motion. His plant foot is positioned perfectly. His shooting foot comes back with power. His eyes are locked on the goal. For a moment, even the goalkeeper prepares for a shot. Then, at the last possible second, he cuts the ball in a different direction. Here's the secret to devastating fake shots: the sell is everything. Your fake shot needs to be so convincing that you could actually take the shot if you wanted to. Half-hearted fake shots don't move defenders. Training method: practice fake shots against a wall, making each one look like you're actually going to shoot. The motion should be identical to your real shooting technique, right up until the moment you don't make contact with the ball. Now we get to the skill that gives you supernatural ball control: soul rolls. This isn't just about rolling the ball with the bottom of your foot. It's about having complete mastery over the ball in tight spaces. Here's what makes soul rolls so effective. In tight spaces, you don't have room for big touches or dramatic movements. You need precise control, the ability to move the ball exactly where you want it, when you want it. Soul rolls give you that precision. But soul rolls aren't just about control. They're about unpredictability. When you can move the ball in any direction with the sole of your foot, defenders can't anticipate your next move. You become like a magician with the ball. Watch Iniesta use soul rolls. He can roll the ball left, right, forward, backward, all with the same casual motion. Defenders can't read his intentions because the movement looks the same regardless of where he's going. By the time they realize which direction he's chosen, he's already gone. Here's the secret to mastering soul rolls: it's all about pressure and timing. Too much pressure and the ball shoots away from you. Too little pressure and it doesn't move. The perfect soul roll uses just enough pressure to move the ball exactly where you want it. Training method: create a 1-yard square with cones. Using only soul rolls, keep the ball inside the square while moving in different directions. This builds the touch and control you need for tight spaces. Finally, we come to the most famous skill in football: step-overs. But here's what most players don't understand about step-overs. It's not about how many you do, it's about the rhythm and the exit. Step overs work because of rhythm disruption. The stepping motion creates a hypnotic rhythm that defenders get caught up in. They start watching your feet instead of the ball, and that's when you strike. But most players do step overs wrong. They do 5 or 6 steps and wonder why defenders don't fall over. Here's the truth. More steps don't equal better step overs. The best step overs use rhythm to set up the escape. Watch Cristiano's step overs. He doesn't just step around the ball randomly. He creates a rhythm. Step, step, explode. The rhythm lulls the defender into a pattern. Then he breaks the pattern with explosive movement in the opposite direction. Here's the secret to devastating step overs. The exit is everything. Your step overs are just setup. The moment that matters is when you actually touch the ball and go. That touch needs to be perfect, and your first step needs to be explosive. Training method. Practice step overs with a metronome or music with a strong beat. Step over on the beat, then explode off the beat. This teaches you to create rhythm and then break it. Here's the secret that separates effective skills from wasted energy: timing. Every skill has a perfect moment to use it, and using the right skill at the wrong time is worse than not using skills at all. Use head up when approaching defenders, not when you're already close. Use body feints when defenders are running toward you, not when they're already positioned. Use change of pace when defenders are matching your rhythm. Use ball shielding when defenders are pressuring from behind. Use fake shots when you have shooting options. Use soul rolls in tight spaces. Use step overs when defenders are square to you. The wrong skill at the wrong time makes you look amateur. The right skill at the right time makes you look professional. These 7 skills aren't just moves, they're weapons. When you master them, you don't just beat defenders, you destroy their confidence. You make them doubt themselves. You make them afraid to defend aggressively. The choice is yours. You can keep playing safe, predictable football and get the same results you've always gotten. Or you can master these 7 deadly skills and become the attacker that defenders hate to face. Start with 1 skill from this system and commit to mastering it this week. Perfect it in training, then use it in games. Build your arsenal 1 weapon at a time. The defender in front of you has no idea what's coming. Make sure you do. If this video just gave you the 7 deadly skills that will transform your game, smash that like button and subscribe for more game-changing content. Drop a football emoji in the comments if you're ready to start destroying defenders, and tell me which skill you want to master first. Your breakout performance is just 1 skill away.